Hello everyone, man. It's a boy Prophet Rye. Now, people, sometimes I just kick back, I just laugh to myself, you know. People actually walk past my window, look at me, they'll say, this guy's a madman. But they don't know that the Prophet is just full of ideas, man. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Life is what you make it. At the end of the day, people should be out there, especially men. Men should be out here working hard, and in their spare time, they should be working on their self. You get me? And coming up with ideas and plans how they're going to better themselves in this crazy world that we're living in. You get me? So like I said, people, I was just sitting here not too long ago and I made like 4 videos and I told you that the Prophet is working hard tonight. I'm dropping at least 10 videos tonight. No joke, back to back. It's just that right now I'm uploading them, but they're taking so long to upload. You get me? I don't know what's going on, fam. So you get me? At the end of the day, it's uploading and I'm still making videos. You get me? But as I was sitting there, people, after I made the 4th video, I was like, rah. If you look at my last 4 videos, you'll see my beard was a bit puffy and rough. My face wasn't smooth like this, people. So, like I said, I got a thought. You get me? Go and get a trim. Go and trim yourself, son. Yeah? I said, all right. Jumped up. I said, wonderful thought, because I was thinking, nah, the weather's getting nice. The sun's coming out. And believe it or not, people, I'm not going to lie to you. I drove past the barbers today and I was telling myself, you know what? I'm trying to grow up my hair into a little afro because, what now? This woman on her journey, people, she tried to fuck up my hair, people. And this is why you got to be careful with people. Hey, you'd be surprised to know how some people have got bald patch and all of these things under their wigs. You get me? And you'd be surprised to know people not happy when they see that you're looking after yourself, and when you're living righteously, your hair's growing smooth and beautiful, fam. You get me? You have some people out there, they're so fucking evil. They've got the circle bald patch in the middle of their head already. You get me? The hairline is pushing back. Now, I know my one is not the straightest right now because I've done it myself, like I said, and, you know, the light in the bathroom is a bit dim, but I don't give a fuck. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the shape up I gave to myself. Now, the topic of this video is called, people, sometimes you have to skip the barbers and learn to be a man and cut your own beard and that, fam. You get me? Especially when you're living in a crisis right now. Now, people, one of my dogs at work, Sandro, you get me? I don't know where he gets these from, people, but he's got a dozen of these. And to show that I'm not a bad mind person, I bought one for my stepdad. I bought one for my little brother. You get me? And I bought one for my mom. Sent one. My mom sent one to Jamaica for one of her cousins. My stepdad's cousin that's staying in his house right now. So, what now? Shout out to Sandro from work, man. This looks like a little demonic little shaver still. It's got a little dragon thing on there. It's funny, and I made a video about a dragon today, didn't I? Coming out of the sea. But anyways, people, this little beautiful make right here you're looking at, I bought this for 10 quid. People, I bought this for 10 quid. And when I bought this, I didn't think it was going to be all that, because I'm not going to lie to you. When I was living in Orpington, people, you should have saw what I was using. I was using, you know, the normal shaver. What sometimes people used to shave their legs, shave their tattoos. People, I was using that, and don't get me wrong, people, I was doing a hell of a job. I was still looking wavy. But listen, I bought this thing for a tenner, rude boy, of Sandro. You get me? And I bought like 5 of them, and I dished them out to my family. This little piece of masterpiece you're looking at, people. This is a masterpiece. This shit saved me 15 quid today. Because, what? After my first shift, I drove past the barber shop, you know, and I'm always scoping it there. And every time it's packed, I say, another day. Every time it's packed, another day. Because I'm not on this sitting around and waiting for nothing. That's long. I just want to know that it's empty like I normally do. Slap the van there, jump in the seat, give him his dosh, and run off. You get me? And normally I do that before I start my second shift. But what, people? I was meant to do it today, you know, and it didn't happen. And I realized, you know, I realize sometimes, people, everything happens for a reason. You'd be surprised to know God wants you to go home, relax, eat some good food, have a good positive vibes with yourself. Because sometimes people need to learn that your own self is your best company sometimes. I swear to you. I can't go and sit down with anyone right now for no longer than an hour. I just don't know what it is. But I can't go and sit down with anyone, especially if they're not on what I'm on right now these times. Especially if they're not even serving the Lord. From work to home, from work to home, to home to work, people. This is how it have to be when you're when you're on a purpose, fam. You always have to have that bulletproof mindset on yourself. Even if you were to get a little woman, bro. You still got to draw the line. And just know that women are running off with next man out here. Not saying all women are doing that, but you have to keep that mindset, bro, and keep your main focus on yourself. Women actually love men that actually keep all their focus on themselves. She respects you more. She chases you more. When a woman knows that you ain't got time and you're such a busy man for yourself and your life and your plans, and you're just putting that first, you're putting God first, and you're putting that shit first, they crave you more, mate. You get me? So people, like I said, this little masterpiece right here, let me turn it on and show you how powerful this thing is, because it all comes with a look of green laser beam, you know. Watch it. This thing here, people, came with the batteries and everything, you see? The way I'm talking about it is like I'm advertising it for the brand. You get me? But I'm actually advertising it for the purpose. Now, you notice when you reach a certain age in life, man, and you got to stay focused and keep your eye on the prize out here. You already know sometimes you can't be... The cost of living is stupid right now. I went into the barbers literally about a month ago, people. A month ago. And I paid him £20. Now, back in the days, trims was £7. £10 is just about right. But £15 for a shape-up, £10 for £20 for a full trim, that's only going to take half an hour. Life is becoming one big circus out here, man. You get me? They're trying to make it look like a £5 is value. Nothing these days. £1. You used to go in the shop with £1. You used to come out with a crisp and a drink. Now the crisp is £1, and a small little carton of orange juice is also £1. £2 down the fucking drain. By the time you eat and drink that shit, you'd piss and shit out. And guess what? You feel hungry again. I don't know what's going on out here, people. But like I said, this little shave, this masterpiece right here, this saved me £15. And you can see that I actually did a good job. Wait for it to set. Give this 2 days to set. Now, you'll be surprised to know, people. Now, I'm not wishing jail on myself at all. But at the end of the day, you know when you're actually living a righteous life and you make videos what I make, going against the elites, the Masons, the Illuminati people. You know they don't like it. They're thinking of ways how they want to kill me, take me out, trying to find anything bad to put on my name so they can put me in jail and all of these things. But that's what I'm going to say. If they try to put me in jail, people, I'll be right back out on the road. You know why? The Prophet does no harm or no trouble to no one. The only thing I do is teach people about God and how we should be living. And I just give people the prophecy of the end times and what's going to happen, and just let everyone know, listen, God is on his way. God is not too far off right now. We are living in Revelations. We are living in the last days here, people. You get me? And with the dark side, they wouldn't mind dragging everybody to hell. But I believe, since I was saved, other people can be saved. The Lord Jesus Christ is King. So with that being said, people, I rebuke any jail coming my way. I haven't done any crimes. I go to work 7 days a week. There's no reason for these clowns to put me in jail. But I'm just going to use this as a scenario, people, as if these little pussios was to try to put the Prophet in jail for any sort of stupid reasons where we all know the Prophet is a hardworking man. You get me? I do not idle. I do not give Satan any chance or any work for him to provide for me or anyone to come after me or do anything. You get me? I do not idle. I also can't be judged because I give the darkness nothing bad to say about me to bring to God. Which means that I'm doing everything correct. I'm doing right. I'm living right. The darkness has to avoid me. Satan has to avoid me. The devil has to avoid me. And as you know, Lucifer's not a joke thing. So Lucifer is the type of man that will take your soul away. You get me? Me and him ain't got no business going. Me and no one has no business going. You get me? So people, something like this in jail. I realized it. Look, I done my own eyebrows, people. I done my own shape up. I can make £1,000 a week of this in jail. All I have to do is trim a couple people, yeah? So you'll see the level of thinking, the ideas that you get sometimes. If these people was to give me a bad name on road, and put me in jail. You'd be surprised to know, when I go to jail, the whole wing will be governed. And everyone will be coming to me to get their trim and all of that. And even the government will be surprised to know, how the fuck does this guy keep on doing it? The guy's made over 100 grand in prison. And he didn't pay no tax for it. What I'm doing, I'm giving a couple man trims, £10. Just wire it to my card outside on the road. You get me? When I come out of pen, I'm set. That's 100 bags in. So they're setting me up to go to prison and make some serious dosh. You get me? So if they do try to send me there, which I know they're not going to send me there, because God will kill them. God will kill these people, because how can you send a man to prison that does no wrong but speaks his mind, which is freedom of speech? The government told people we have freedom of speech, which means they can't do anything to me, but they can try and kill me spiritually, which is fine. That's understandable. We know you guys do these type of things. You get me? But I'm not scared. We're keeping it moving, man. So, people, I can make £1,000 a week of this in pen. You get me? And I just pray to God to make sure that my business runs smooth. And a lot of people in there that are trimming people are going to be out of business because they're serving darkness. And when you're serving God, all things is possible for you. You get me? And you'll be surprised to know if they want to harm you. God will just get them moved off the wing. I've moved over to the LGBTQ wing, where all the gay people are staying. You get me? And you actually know there's problems over there for them and their bumhole. So, people, I just want to say, the mindset and the level of thinking, because all jokes aside now, you have some people that don't have no brain cells like that. They do have brain cells like that, but the level of thinking of darkness has clouded their minds to where all they think about is bare stupidity. Now, a man will get something like this in jail for a present, and believe it or not, the way people have money in prison, they'll definitely use that. They'll definitely use that and make a little cash out of it. Trim a man, and next you know you got a pack of burn. I've never been in prison before. I don't ever want to go to prison, but I can imagine how it is in there. You get me? And trading and all of these things, and you got to have your money right. You have to have your stuff right. You can't. I can believe you can't go to prison and sponge on a man's things. They'll probably beat you up for that, fam. You get me? It's just like road. You have to go and get your own. Whether people are not sending you money in prison, you have to get your own. You get me? So shout out to the people that are in prison and they're working. They're working. Whether they learn a trade in there or whether they have one of these and they know they're making a little £20 to £30 or £50, £100 a week of this, just giving a couple men in there shape up and stuff like that, haircuts. I told you, this can do everything. If I had this in prison, I'm doing your lineup. I'm giving you a skin fade. If you want a skin fade, extra bold, you put the cream on it and shave that shit off. You get me? But one thing I'm not doing in prison, people, I'm not gonna lie to you. One thing I'm not doing, you're not gonna see me sitting down and doing no cane roll on no man's head. Fire for that. Lava. Don't come to me with no hairdressing business. You get me? God forbid, the whole prison thing, I rebuke it. I already know the prophet ain't going to prison. How? I do no wrong. I do no crime. But I'm just saying, a couple of men might be watching this video in prison and they might want to learn about Jesus. They might want to learn about God. They might want to elevate. So shout out to the prison man there. We all know a lot of you are in prison unrightfully convicted, fam. There's a lot of men sitting in prison right now and people are holding them back from their purpose. A lot of people in prison have good purposes to become something big and actually do big things in their life. But you'll be surprised to know sometimes a lot of men don't think properly before they do things. And you'll notice God will make them go to prison and sit down. Sit down just to be by yourself so you can just be with the four walls and just analyze the situation you put yourself in so you can come out, re-elevate yourself and do good, amazing things in life that you know that's going to benefit you. Teach the kids them something and teach other people something, man. And you're making a big impact in life. You get me? But I'm just trying to say, people, man, something like this is a good business in jail. But you have people that think of everything in a negative way, and you'd be surprised to know how they'll break something like this, stamp on it, break it, and then turn it into a shank. For many that don't know what a shank is a knife, a homemade knife. So you have some people out there that don't think right, and they'll turn this into a homemade knife, living in this imaginary delusion of thinking that they have ops, or they have gang wars, they have gang fights and stuff like that. And they'll break the money-making machine and turn it into a weapon. And it's, they got extra 30 years on top of the 30 years that they got now. And what could have been making them 100 grand when they come out, they got the money to spend, has become the murder weapon. Life is crazy when you think about it, but when you actually look at things like that, you actually know. You can actually laugh about this and say, you know what, the Prophet is right, I know some men in jail that are just dumb. I don't know if they're smoking spice or what, but I don't know. But you have some men that have, people have gifted them a shares, you get me? And they've mashed it up and turned it into a weapon. They didn't even get to stab anyone with it, and the screws took it off them. So look at that. They don't have a weapon now, and they don't have nothing to make money off with the shares. So it just shows you the level of thinking that sometimes what people come with, fam. Some people will look at this as a money-making thing, and some people in prison will look at it as a weapon. You get me? But like I said, it's just little things that you do in your room sometime or do in your house that you look at it and you say, fucking hell. With me, right, I look at little things and I think about little things and I think, you know what? Video. When people do start watching these videos, you see, you get a good laugh out of it. But you know that it's fucking true, fam. You get me? But just because you're in prison, it don't mean that you can't have ambition as well. Many people, when they go to prison, they come out worse. And there's some people, when they come out good. And there's some people, when they come out spooky, because you don't know what they've been on in there. You get me? But you get me? That's life for what it is. That's life. That's how life goes, people, man. You get me? So, like I said, people, your boy Proph Rye is looking a bit fresh right now. 20 minutes it took me in the bathroom where just now, looking in the mirror. And I even had the flashlight from the phone, trying to make sure that, you know what I mean? But people, what actually feels good to know is that I actually feel good and I feel light right now compared to my last videos. My face just looks so smooth and fresh. Like, even I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, shit, did I do that myself? Is it me that did this? Is it me? And I'm like, rah, it's me. Get me? Then I'm looking at it and I think, I could have done better on that part, could have done better. But people, if you saw the first time I done this months ago, I looked at it and I said, I can't even go on the road. I fucked up everything. I can't even go on the road, people. And I'm not going to lie to you, now it's natural. I'm just there and I'm doing the maneuvers and I'm thinking, fuck, I'm a wavy barber, because if I was on the wing right now, I'd be the waviest barber there. You get me? But God forbid, man, we rebuke that. I wouldn't wish prison on anyone. I wouldn't wish prison on anyone. But people, like I said, you know how the system works, the matrix system works. You get me? But one thing I can say is that these people can't send me to prison because I'm not a Mason, I'm not Illuminati. I can say what I want. I got freedom of speech. I'm serving the Lord Jesus Christ of Nazareth, fam. My God is so real. You get me? It's not a false God like many of these people are serving, thinking that they actually own the place and they have all these fake laws written down on paper and they think we're going to believe it and stick to it. Nah. Man like me got my own rules, cuz. You get me? But like I said, people, it's a boy Proph Rye, man. And I'm going to leave this video right here. I know this video is definitely a good video anyways, people. But yeah, what, man, stay blessed, people, man. And look out for the other videos that I got coming. I got more. Like, it's about what? It's about 12 o'clock now. I ain't stopping tonight. I'm going to make another 5. You get me? 5 on top of 5 for 10. Say no more, people, man. It's a way of Proph Rye. Stay blessed. Get one of these, people. Listen, I'm 30 years old. You can't say that you're a big man if you ain't gone to the level of stages where you're at your lowest point where you have to do your own shape up now. That's how I was a few months ago, fam. And now when I have money and that, I swear to God, I got money. You can't even talk like that these days because people are listening. Let's know witchcraft. You get me? You know what the people don't man kind of like. But like I said, I got a little change put down, people. And I'm still using this instead of going to the barber to spend £15. And I realised that £15 can be used to do shopping. It can be used to pay a bill. Everything's gone up. Bills have gone up. Everything's gone up. So that £15 comes in handy to do other stuff, people. Like I said, we're not out here faking our lifestyle and acting like we're living off the world and we got to do what everyone's doing out there. Nah, you can enjoy your life and live how you should be living. How you should be living. You get what I'm trying to say, people? But I'm going to leave this video here, man. It's your boy Proph Rye. Stay blessed, my people, man. One order, one love. Bless.